Of best ever. Please give a hand for Freddie Grandis and Jan Murphy. Well, you know, besides the luncheons that the administration provides for us now, you know, they've really done a great job. Look at the new security cards which have been implemented. You know, when you pass that card through the reader, you know, in the door to get into the doctor's lounge, it flashes back at you accepted. You know? And honestly, for myself, I haven't felt so warmly included since I bought a members only jacket back in the 80s. I do feel a certain amount of continuity with the radiology department at Fairview, as I worked for quite a few years with its founder, Dr. Eric von Bayer. At the original Fairview Hospital location, Dr. von Bayer was the radiology department. He had a single assistant whose name was Betty, who helped take and develop x-rays as well as typing the reports as he dictated. Real time. Betty worked as a nuclear medicine technician in later years, and so I had the pleasure of meeting and working with her too. Eric told me he did 7 or 8 cases a day initially, and individual radiologists at Fairview now read up to 20,000 cases a year. So times have changed. When I was here in the 70s, Dr. von Bayer had a large office overlooking the valley. Can you imagine that? Those are the days. He also had the European habit of taking a nice nap after lunch. During one episode of remodeling, the story is that a wall was taken down nearly on poor sleeping Dr. von Bayer as he was having his postprandial nap on the couch. You can ask Jim for details, although he claims not to have seen it. For the most part, radiologists spend their time in darkened rooms generating reports. Recognition is therefore very gratefully received. We endeavor to remember that there is a patient at the other end of each image whom we might help. If we remember the script but forget the motivation, there are always clinicians to remind us. Of course, radiology has changed a lot since I started. Well, all seriousness aside, I've tried to stay current in life, but it's not always easy. For instance, one of my daughter's friends came over to the house. You know, they're wearing those baseball caps with the rims in the back, and I wanted to be, current. So I went to the sporting goods store to try to find a hat like that, but all they had with the baseball caps was the rims in the front. but fortunately, in radiology, there's yearly CME, there's conferences, there's monthly publications, and thank God there's Google. So times have changed. Previously, in the radiology department, we had films and alternators, and there was a break as the new films were loaded. Now with the ever-present digital images continuously appearing, we're sort of like government mules. But the radiology department is now expanding to meet the demand of 24-hour-a-day medicine. Of course, the physical expansion has sometimes been slow due to our lower level of visibility and lack of available real estate there on the first floor. We always say, we may not be large, but we're small. There have been a lot of physical changes. Our present ultrasound and nuclear medicine department takes up the space previously occupied by the pathology department, and the stress lab occupies the former administrative boardroom. The previous mammography room is now offices. Our first spiral CT machine was a former fluoroscopy room where the first FGH heart caps were done. So things have changed a lot. The central transcription typist area are now offices, and the film filing room is history. These changes were made without additional space for the most part, although the April budget was often known in the radiology department as Passover. But this has not been the case in recent years, with the extension into the new MR and CT areas, and we hope to further expand to serve our patients better with a new ICU emergency department project. The present department configuration is still kind of a maze, and I always warn the clinicians coming to see us, a possible encounter with a Minotaur, but we're always happy to see you. In closing, there has been one constant at Fairview Hospital, and that's a great medical staff, and I'm proud to be part of it. I would really like to re-thank everyone for coming, especially the staff at Fairview Hospital, and for bestowing this honor. I'd like to present a toast with apologies to Robbie Burns, to the medical staff. Here's to us. What's like us? Damn few. And they're all dead.
Elizabeth grandstanding.
That was a phenomenal acceptance speech. And a little token of appreciation. Here's the award, right? All right, everybody, that was wonderful. What a great speech. What I want to tell people is don't forget that we have Storyville tonight for your entertainment. And one more time, please join us in a round of applause for this year's great.